Okay, time to grind on this fitting down here. So I got everything all covered up here. Can't get anything inside the motor, hopefully. Pull this thing over here. And we're going to go ahead and try to fix this problem down here. So we need to get some clearance in here to clear this. I don't want stuff going in that hole either, which is going to be difficult to stop. But we're going to have to figure out how to do that. Okay, got some plastic wrapping I just got from some eBay crap. I'll go ahead and tear off a piece of this junk. And stuff it in that hole right there. If I didn't have this, I'd use toilet paper. Stuff it down the hole pretty good there, so got this little piece of tang sticking up where I can pull it back up. Okay, so then what we got to do right now is we are hitting right there, a little mark. So I got to come in there with a grinder and grind a little divot like that in there so that the fitting will be able to rotate. Where'd my wrench go? There's our fitting. Here's our wrench. So this has to be able to go far enough that this becomes in the center. That means there's enough room. Now you don't have to go quite that far because you don't have to put the head around the OD. You can just use the open end on it this way, but you need to go up high enough to make a difference. You don't need to go up that high, but you need to go up a little bit. Alright, so we're going to grind a little bit in there. Now we don't really want to grind the case too much. Well, that's the oil pump body actually. I need to get out there far enough I can do something. So, you like square bottom bits, but in this case, it's probably what we need. I'm going there with one of these like this. Go down till you just about touch and grind on it, and eventually you'll have what you want done. And that might be enough. Depends on how much this thing bottom goes down deep. If it goes in there all the way, then you got to have more clearance. So we can have up to an 1/8 inch clearance on that. I think it'll still work. So that means I could probably get away with something like this one. Or I might have something else to use. Let's see what we got. That's about the best one, I guess. It's up here. I'll get all these down here that are a little bit thinner. One like this here. See how big the radius is? See how smaller this one is? So this is probably a little better bit to get in there. Not taking off too bad. Okay, I'm going to try that bit there. So you can also try a square bottom bit. I got some somewhere, but I'm not seeing them. This one here is a square one that's pretty dull on the tip. So that would hit on the tip, but it wouldn't really go in too much and mark it, but it won't really do much. It'll leave a little small mark, but not much. But that's square, so we'll cut square. This one here is going to cut a taper. So this might be a little better one to use. Yeah, we'll use this one here. Just a matter of picking one that seems to work the best. There's the one I was looking for. This one has a really small tip on the top. But see, it's angled again. So this one won't do much damage when it bounces up against it. This one's a little bit sharper on the tip because it's a newer bit. But it's square cut, which I like better. So They're all options. Find the one you think will work. Put a piece of blue tape down there to protect the surface, all right? In your drains, it will. That's what a blogger would say, if they're a painter. They think that stuff protects everything. Okay, let me use that one. Working upside down is not easy, especially when you can't see what you're doing at all. So, let's see if we can help ourselves a little bit here. Roll this thing over a little bit. Boom, boom. Okay. Still protected because we got all the stuff here to help keep the grit out where it doesn't belong. I can see what I need to grind. And I can go in there and do it. And I can also kind of keep it off the bottom by not pushing them so deep. Okay. That should be pretty good actually. I think it's enough. It's not enough for a wrench, but it's enough to put this in there a bit. Yeah, we're a little bit too low. See the grind mark I put in there. See, it's not quite centered. It needs to go up higher to be centered. So you cut a little bit deeper up. You can see I'm not hitting against the pump body, but I need to go a little deeper inward. Oh, where are we at here? Need to cut a little bit deeper in also, I think, too. So it's perfectly staying off that gasket surface. Okay, so maybe a little closer. A little better. Can't really see where I hit the surface yet. You can see where I'm cutting down. The stuff will go up a little higher. Go a little higher again. Loud. Okay, I'm higher up now. Okay, it's a lot more centered now than it was. Ears are ringing now pretty good. So it looks like we're pretty even now. We could have gone up a little higher, but depending on where you're at, you are. Could go a little bit deeper right there too, but we'll see how that feels with that. Make sure you get a little. It's pretty deep. I don't feel lip in there anymore, so I'm cutting there, and that's my clearance. That much is my clearance. Yeah, not a lot of clearance. Okay, I think we're good with that. So now we just wipe this area down. Pull out our plug. See, you haven't seen any grit in there, which is good. We're going to put my fitting. Fitting's over here in the corner. Hey, it fits in there now. Now it goes in there like it's supposed to, see? Yeah, I definitely could have went a little bit higher up. Oop. A little bit. Could have cut higher. Looks like it's good enough though, that's all that matters. And run it down, make sure I'm not hitting anything that matters. Starting to get tight right there, we're not hitting on anything. Looks like it's sucking it just about all the way up. Okay, so it looks pretty good on that. Okay, looks pretty good. I can live with that. Alright, looks good. So now I need a little bit of paint, because I don't want that to rust. So I'm going to come over here and get some more silver paint we used before. I think we used Universal Silver or dull aluminum on that. I think we used the dull aluminum. I think we used this one. I'll put a little dab of that on there. I'll take care of it. Alright, I'm going to clean this up, get off this bench, get back where we're blowing.